Hi and welcome to Stewie Plays Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Xenobiology. Whether you're a new or returning player, this activity will pay out extremely well. Just look at these payouts for example. Over 1.1 billion, without counting the 47.6 million I gained in exploration data as a byproduct of getting to the lifeforms. But remember, if like me you have hired crew members, then they will take a percentage cut even if they are inactive. Mine is 6% at the moment of everything I make. All of this is achieved within the bubble on planets that people have already been to. And it is all easily repeatable as I have mapped out a list of planets for you to follow, pinpointing the systems and planets, removing all of the guesswork. But what exactly do you need to get into this very lucrative activity? From the perspective of a new Odyssey player, once you've completed your first mission gaining 100,000 credits, hop into a high resource extraction site, steal the bounties on wanted pirate ships that the police are killing. For a very easy 2 to 5 million in bounties, this should not take you longer than 1 hour. Now we need to buy and upgrade a hauler so that it's capable of jumping to 26 light years and can refuel itself from stars. Remember to buy a detailed surface scanner so you can locate the life on planets. And for the new pilots, grab an advanced docking computer to ensure no accidents happen when docking after scanning lots of planets, because if you crash and die, you will lose all of your unsold data and will have to re-scan it all. So it's better to be safe than sorry, and it can also auto-land you on the surface of planets for added protection. I'll place a link to a simple ship build in the description below. The only thing left to do now is to buy the Artemis suit. To do this, when docked, disembark from your ship and use the lift to access the main area, then locate the Pioneer supply shop. The Artemis suit is the only one that comes with the genetic sampler, the tool that we need to collect the data that we require. Don't worry about modifying the suit with engineering, it's not needed at all. The suit will cost 150,000 credits, so all in with the ship and 2 insurance rebuys, the startup should only cost you a total of 2.2 million when rounded up. Now that we've bought everything we need, let's see how it all works. In the right hand panel, set the detailed surface scanner to a fire group, and then we're ready to go. When approaching a planet, throttle down to 0 as the planet is about to fill the reticule. So by the time you stop, you'll be meeting the requirements to use the surface scanner, that being speed, distance, and being in the correct mode. Press the default M button to swap between scanning and combat modes. You'll need to use the minigame to shoot the probes at the planet. Do not worry about the efficiency bonus, it's not that much. Once you have it 100% scanned, you can access the heat map that lets you target individual geological and biological areas. To do this, press Q or E to move it back and forth through the listing. The life form we are looking for is stratum. Now what type of stratum will be down there, we won't know until we land and scan on foot. And given that there are 8 different types, it's important that we only target stratum tectonicus, as this strain is worth over 19 million. How I fine-tune this process to locating only stratum tectonicus, I will cover shortly. Now we have stratum located on the heat map, we want to aim for the lighter, smoother areas, as stratum will be more abundant and the landing conditions will be more favourable in this area. Set the ship to about 50 to 60% speed and glide into our target area. Now that we've dropped in, we just need to locate our first sample. Some people say you need an SRV to drive about locating the samples, but I find it faster and easier to fly at an altitude of about 100 to 200 at a speed of 50 to 100. Think of it like flying a helicopter, nose down a little and tap up on the thruster to maintain a steady height. This style is worth using as later in the game, with harder to see life forms, an overhead view is a game changer when combined with the movement speed of a ship. Now that we've found Stratum Tectonicus, select the sampler, which is the number 5 button by default. Aim at the stratum and hold the left fire button down. Once you have the first sample, we will need 2 more from locations that are 500 meters plus from each other. So hop back in the ship and fly low at a controlled height and speed, looking for more. I find a nice 10-second count helps gauge the distance you need when flying. Once landed at your next sample, you can check it by using the ping function. Click the right mouse button and it'll ping all lifeforms in range. If the Stratum Tectonicus glows green, it's fine to scan. If it lights up blue, then you're stood too close to the previous sample. All samples will also be marked on the HUD tracker at the top of the screen when on foot, helping with the positional distance. The sampler can only handle one type of lifeform at any given time, so don't mix plant life samples as you will lose all progress if you do. On the screen now is a list of 60 pinpointed targets that will net you over 1.1 billion credits, providing you not only a massive cash infusion, but a giant boost to your Xenobiology ranking, all within the bubble and all focused around Shinrarta Desra. As to how I target planets with Stratum Tectonicus, it's easy inside the bubble. We need only look for high metal content worlds, with a landable surface and an ammonia atmosphere, as this removes the incompatible conditions for Stratum Tectonicus. And with this being inside the bubble, we can make use of existing pools of information on Inara by selecting Data, Search Nearest, then Bodies, change the name of the nearest star system to Shinrarta Desra. Planet type, we'll select High Metal Content Worlds. We'll set the atmosphere to ammonia, with just landable selected. We are then presented with a list of potential planets that could support Stratum Tectonicus. After you've done all this, and have amassed a massive amount of credits, you could then look into deep space xenobiology, building a small ship like the Diamondback Explorer, and engineering it for a 69 plus light years jump capability. You can look for untouched worlds. If you get the first footfall bonus on these new worlds, anything you discover will have a 4 times bonus on top, making one Stratum Tectonicus find worth 95 million, not counting all the other life on the planet that could easily push it over 200 million for just one planet in a solar system alone, as well as getting your name permanently attached to the planet's information for all to see. Only 5 systems in this list have planets that are a long distance from the main star, but this is where the new addition of the Super Cruise boost drives reduces that time sink down from 20 to 30 minutes to just 1 to 2 minutes of burst boosting, swapping in and out the drives to target known long-distance worlds and the exploration with the use of a fleet carrier, in my view, are the only viable use cases for the new Super Cruise boost drives, due to the lack of distance you can travel in a single jump. With all that said, I hope you find the information here helpful, and good luck in your search for new worlds and life. See you all soon!